Hi, I'm Clement, and I'm a graduate student from Eastern Michigan University in Ypsilanti, Michigan. I'm actually from Marshall, Michigan, and I commute over 75 miles over to Eastern. And I am a graduate in the Drama and Theater for the Young department. And Eastern has one of the very few drama and theater for young master's programs in the country. So I'm very fortunate to be going there. And it was through my academic advisor and professor, Dr. Christine Tanner, that I became introduced to the IPAY organization. Last year, I was fortunate enough to take a class with her that involved flying down to Tampa for the 2008 IPAY showcase. And basically, it opened up a whole new world, starting with the very first keynote. I sat 6 feet from an icon, Julie Andrews, she was Mary Poppins the year I was born, and I was blown away. And what she had to say was exactly what I needed to hear. And that started it. And from then on, the conference was phenomenal. So much so that one of the performances, the very last one that I saw, Pedro and the Mysteries of the Night, which was a puppetry show put on by Spiel Theater Holland, was so enchanting and so charming. They happened to win the Victor Award, but it wasn't because they won that I fell in love with them. I love their production, and who would have thought that 6 months later I would be writing to them saying, any chance you do internships? And last October, I was so fortunate to spend the month of October in Holland with Spiel Theater, observing all their techniques. I visited the Theater Institute of the Netherlands. I visited a couple other puppetry theaters, and that all came about because of IPAY. And so I was looking so forward to the 2009 showcase. But also being a grad student, finances always come into play. It always becomes like a little joke about grad students, and perhaps not as much cash as is even undergrads. And so I saw that they offered a Jim Rye scholarship. So I decided to apply. And I was fortunate enough they chose 3 people this year, and I was one of them. And I was so grateful because it really was a factor in me being able to come here again. The scholarship pays for the registration fee, a year membership to IPAY, and provided connections for me through a mentorship program to be introduced to people in the field, to have greater chance for one-on-ones that would help me and where I would like to go with my graduate studies. So that was fabulous, in addition to the fact I get to see the wonderful programming again. And I also am able to get graduate credit for it again because our professor brought a class, but a different course this time, so with a different bent, and studying the history and development of theater, which goes in actually perfect with all of the Jim Rye scholarship opportunities that I've had.